Check 1 2 1 2. Everything's broken. How about you? Just gonna move this stuff around, and then we'll get onto streaming town. How come every time you wanna start, everything just effing falls apart? The stream starting soon, screen was right here, and then it was gone, it disappeared. And then the beat drops. What? Hey, what? What? That's not a beat drop. What? Hey. Gotta get comfortable. Alright. This is plugged in. Something to drink. Notes. Definitely need to sneeze. Gross. All right. Let's press a button, Ripley, and see if Milo's still there. How about that? Oh, this has got to move. This isn't in the right place. Okay, one more second. One more second. Oh, come on. There we go. That seems reasonable, I think. Is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. 'Cause it's not Maybelline. Maybe this thing just broke in my hands. Oh, why is everything so obscene? Okay, slide this in here. Slide this. Oh, that just doesn't fit. There we go. All right. That's fine, right? Yeah. Why does everything get out of control when you think that you're on a roll? Just have to check that everything works, so I don't look like I'm a couple of jerks. Alright, green lights are go. Back to the notes. The notes you know. Press this. Alright, I'm still in the right place. Forgot to move the lights. Microphone's probably too close. I don't care. I don't care. It's 7 million degrees. And, move up a bit. And I've got a fan on my legs. Got one fan on my legs, and the other one is on my backside. No, it's funny. Before we get into the credits right away, what's funny? What's funny? Ha 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 ha. I'm ready to laugh. Tell me this funny thing. Why are you talking like that? I don't know. Something about what's funny, like the phrase what's funny, reminds me of a song. Yeah, I can hear it in my head, but I don't know what the words are. Straxo! Hey, Straxo! What do you know? It's Straxo, ready to go. Want some live streaming stuff? And CTK is here, and she's like, don't be rough. Remember a second ago when you were like, you know what's funny? Oh, yeah, and by funny, I mean infuriating. Because every once in a while, it's just like, hey, you know me, right? And I know you. And, you know, in some way, shape, or form, we're friends and or family. So what do you know about me? And then they ask you questions. And it's just like, I haven't done that for 5 years. Slash, hey, what's the one thing that I do? I talk on the internet for 2 straight hours on Tuesdays at 8:30. Every Tuesday at 8:30. 8:30 in this time zone anyway. So I'm sure it's probably like 4:30 in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning. But either way, I'm always amazed that people are just like do. Hey, so what are you doing? What are you doing Tuesday night? Hey, what's going on right now? Huh? Let me just have a conversation at exactly 8:30. Like, well, you don't know me then. You don't know me anymore. There's one thing to know about me, and it's this. It's the only thing that I say all the time, all the time. I mean, sometimes you talk about other things. Actually, a lot of the times you talk about other things. Mostly you're kind of mentioning Jurassic Park and or Batman. You're not helping. That's not my job. I'm not here to help. Ripley, roll those sweet credits. You don't get to say when the credits roll. That's just not Ripley. Need longer fade out on that. Choking on all the Dristan that is dripping down my throat. Gross. I feel extra close to, I don't know if this is the same, but I feel extra close to the camera today. There's something weird about it. I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's that I kind of rushed to throw things together. Because, yeah, I was like, well, everything works great. There's just one thing I need to change, and that takes 4 seconds. And when I went in to do that, it was just like, where is everything? What's happening? You want to log into this? No, it should already be logged in. I just did that 2 minutes ago. I was like, yeah, no, do it again. Hey, what about this thing? It's just gonna be gone now? Oh, good, thanks. That's probably what I wanted when I opened that file, for it to just be gone. But that's the thing with streaming. There's a bunch of different cogs and different parts, and every once in a while, since we live in the future, and in the future, instead of like, here's your app, or here's your program, use your program and double click on it, and everything's fine. Now the programs are everywhere. Everywhere. Like when Silicon Valley, the show started, I was just like, this is crazy, but it sounds like what's happening at my job right now. Not the job I have now, but before, it was like they're talking about like basically the internet being everywhere and spreading everything all over the place, so it's faster and just everywhere, but then nowhere all at the same time. I was like, that's the scariest thing I've ever heard. Um, yeah, that's a good title for this one. All right, I did come up with a comic idea that we'll work on. But like I said, it is pretty hot today, and I'm already getting too warm. But I chopped off all my hair, so that's helping a lot. I was kind of losing my mind, thinking like it's too soon. It's too soon to get a haircut, but it's also a million degrees, so I'm gonna get a haircut. Yeah, no, tell us more about getting a haircut. No, no, I do that too much, and there's really nothing to talk about. No, 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 seriously. Wax poetic on getting a haircut for 45 minutes once again. Did the lady tell you a story? Did you tell the lady the story? Am I still freezing intermittently? Yeah, I am, but I'm going to keep talking like it's some sort of Skype conversation. And who cares? And who cares? I mean, I care. I care, and I don't know why that is. I'm going to complain about it to somebody tomorrow, I think. But, oh man. Why is it on the text tool? Something's not right. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Now everything's working. So first, real quick, I'll take a glance at what my idea was because I thought of it at 3 in the morning and couldn't quite decide, do I write down this idea assuming that I will definitely remember it in the morning, or or that I won't remember in the morning, or do I assume I'll remember it in the morning and enjoy the comfort of sleep and just keep on sleeping and go back to sleep? And for once, I convinced myself to reach over, grab my phone, and write it down. So yeah, not that it really matters. They're all basically the same, just like Garfield comics. Um, can't get back to my notes. There we go. Um, Just a John Arbuckle talking to his cat, and his cat being a belligerent jerk. Hey, wait a second. I am the belligerent jerk in that equation. See how belligerent I am? I'm gonna stop moving for a few seconds for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I dare you. Why don't you go open up the file, open up the movie, and take a look at it and see if there's any part where it's just pauses or if it's just me. So go ahead and do that. Shh. You're ruining everything. Um. So, as per usual, let's put me on this side this time. That's the thing we'll mix up. Mix it up a bit by putting me on the left and Milo on the right. Oh, how forward thinking. How innovative. I know you're being sarcastic. The other thing that I did, gotta remember this is the camera. The thing that looks like a camera is the camera, and this is a screen. And that's where I look at myself. And what if I position myself properly so that there is room for me and Milo McStupidface? Hi, I'm Mr. Cartoons, and this is Milo, the stupid face. I mean, I'm right here. I'm so close. I'm so close. All the DJ said damn, and if rhymes were this bug, I would be selling them by the gram, except do you measure liquid in grams? I don't think so. So, you know. Easy come, easy go? Is that what we're talking about? No. No, it's not. You're not good at things. Now, just to mix it up for once, let's pretend that Milo's saying his jibber jabbering over here, where he's all like, "I'm angry about something," and then I'm gonna make my eyes look at him. I'm mixing something in a mixing bowl for once, so that's a good time. There's a big giant truck outside. So as per usual, if anybody is here to learn how to draw cartoons, every once in a while, I'll say what I'm actually doing instead of talking about everything else in the world, slash, things that I see in my neighborhood, The people that I meet when I'm walking down the street in my neighborhood. You know, a giant bird, a mammoth, this one guy, he's all about near and far and just near and far. Like, check this out. No, but check this out. This is near. And he'll run all the way in the back and be like, and this is far. And then he'll run all the way from the front and be like, near. And then he'll run all the way back and be like, far. And be like, I get it. I think I get it. And he'd be like, but do you get it? Hold on, let me do it 16 more times. And, Grover was a genius. Grover was a genius, is all I'm saying. Like, the best Saturday Night Live skit is still probably on Sesame Street when Grover was like working in a restaurant, and I believe they did a few different ones. And there was like that one guy whose life was always just being ruined by Grover, and he'd be like, I'm gonna have some soup, and then Grover comes over and is like, oh, what can I help? Or uh, uh, whatever, like, yes, I'd like some service or whatever. And then Grover's like, oh, no problem. What would you like today? And then no matter what, it would just be the craziest version of whatever that guy said. And I'm pretty sure it holds up and is still hilarious to this day. I feel like the newer Muppets, by Muppets I mean Sesame Street Muppets, I haven't seen any of the HBO type stuff. But the last time I was around, like nephews and nieces type of deal, um, Sesame Street was purely about the education and not about the edutainment, or also just the random, crazy cartoons and Muppet stuff betwixt all of the learning and friendship and whatnot. There would still just be, my Sesame Street I grew up on still had just like, what was that about? Was that about sharing? I don't think so. I think that was just Cookie Monster going crazy, and then they decided, yeah, let's just use that. Like Frank Oz or whichever one of them does Cookie Monster, just decided to improvise some nonsense, and then they're like, yeah, no, let's just use it. Why are you smiling in this button? Milo, you're supposed to be angry. Ugh, remember the script. But yeah, nothing nothing wacky happened when I got my haircut today. No real interesting stories. Uh Lady did try to explain to me how, like, no, like, my babies are great. Like, having babies is exhausting and it's all the work and it's terrible, but my baby is like really pleasant and just so pleasant and nice. And so it's like, and they nap, and then when the baby naps, I nap, so it all works out great. And I was just like, somewhere in my head, as I was saying it, that part of your brain, that Milo part, that's just like, don't, what are you doing? Do not say that. Nobody, most people don't want to hear this, but why can't I just say that part? Why are you saying that part? Because I'm busy saying that part. Ah, that's not fair. That's not fair. Things aren't fair sometimes. But yeah, somewhere in the back of my head, it's just like, don't, don't point that out. Like, there's a special DMT trip that a mom goes on when she gives birth, so that somewhere she can forget how horrific this was, and somehow that carries over to how did you forget all of the horrible things that went into the last few years with a baby? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Um, but yeah, I didn't say that, of course. I just said, you're like, yeah. I was like, but between the naps, it's pure chaos. Like, even with a pleasant, good baby, for me anyway, I was just like, I still did my best not to make her feel bad or whatever. Just pointing out, like, no. Like, yeah, sleeping babies are amazing. Except you still have to keep them alive while they're sleeping, so it's nerve wracking. And then when they're awake, you're just like, don't die. Please don't die. Oh my god, don't just die. Don't fall to pieces. Don't let anything fall on you. Don't fall on anything. Don't bend in a way where you stop breathing. I don't know. They're terrifying. They're I think I know I had another allegory a while ago, but for Gremlins, but I'm pretty sure that Gremlins is basically just no. Like hey, I'm sure Steven Spielberg didn't write Gremlins. It's from something else, but just the idea that the story is, hey Steven, like I think we should have some kids, and Steven Spielberg going like, should we? Let's do some pros and cons about that. And then his wife was like, well, the pros are like, oh, love and a cute baby and, passing on our heritage and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And Steven Spielberg's cons list was, What about something like this? And it was just the movie Gremlins. And I'm realizing I don't know. Yeah, no, Steven Spielberg didn't make Gremlins. That was did he? Can't think now. Robert Zemeckis? No. Yeah, no, it was still Spielberg at least produced, right? I'm not gonna look it up. Why was I talking about that? Oh, because I still somehow, yeah, you still somehow still managed to drift back into getting a haircut, even though like 20 minutes ago you said, no, I have no haircut story to tell. There's nothing at all, because you're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. You are. Excuse me? Excuse me. Have you seen my hat? I believe this is the hat of someone who's the best, and you're some jerk in the Flash shirt. Are you the Flash? No, you're not the Flash. Joe Dante made that movie. Of course he did. Is that I think it's in the painting of Joe Dante on that Ricky the Radio Guy poster or something. So he's like dressed like. Anyway, that's a lot of stuff. Why am I talking? I don't know. Don't know. I don't know what your problem is. Joe Dante, what are you gonna do? Driving to your inferno. Dante, Joe, fight that volcano. Look at my notes. What if I just looked at my notes? Oh, here's something. Here's something. I know Pat and Space Goonie aren't here today, so let's go to the Drake camera today. Hey Drake, did you know this? Have you read about this? Have you heard about this? One day the internet was like, excuse me, hold up a second, before you go scrolling away, or you wipe your bum and go back into another room. How about one more little factoid, one more little tidbit of information that you don't know about? And I was like, fine. Let me read this short little thing and see just what these people want that are popping up on my feed. And these particular people, let's call them the Heinz Corporation. And they make ketchup and other things, like all the other things. In Canada, anyway. I assume Heinz is outside Canada. I don't know. I don't really care. Straxo, you put Heinz on your hot dogs? So Heinz asked, why Heinz did this. This is 2021. 2021. This is literally 21 years after the world started, in the year 2000, I think. I don't know. I never read the Bible. Heinz asked, why do hot dog buns come in 12 packs? No, I read this wrong. Why do hot dogs come in 12s and the buns come in 8s? Now, as a question, fine. Me and my cousin have asked this question every time that we had at barbecue, went camping, did anything to do with hot dogs and buns and, family gatherings. And there would be a point where it's just like, what's the deal with the leftover buns to hot dogs or leftover wieners to buns? And one, I believe some adult gave us the reasoning of, well, hot dog logic would dictate. Nobody in my family talks like that. Hot dog logic would dictate, youngsters, that when you are barbecuing, or grilling, as people like to say now, apparently saying barbecuing is wrong, and you're supposed to say grilling. And if anybody ever corrects me on that in real life, I promise, if they're in the process of grilling, I'm pushing it over. And I'm going to be like, oh, sorry, I knocked over a barbecue, but that shouldn't bother you because you're using a grill or something. But anyway, there's a busted up barbecue in your yard? Probably not your problem, though, because you don't have one of those. You have a grill. And have a good day, and our friendship is over because, I just, I accosted your barbecue. So that's an awesome reason as well to turn it into garlic bread, either on the side or for the next day as avocado shakes or avocado toast it. And um, what was I saying? Yeah, barbecue logic. Hot dogs, they fall down between the grill grates so easily because the grill is just that part. It's just that part. You're grilling. Grilling just means to me putting some food on a grill. It doesn't intimate fire in any way. Propane, heat, a cover, nothing. Nothing. Hey, what are you gonna do? We're gonna roast some wieners over the fire. Okay. All the information is there. All that stuff Voltrons together into a robot that people can understand as a sentence. You're probably going to put the wieners on a stick, hold them over a fire, they become roasted. Roasting wieners over an open fire. But if you're grilling, I automatically, to me, because I live in a weird, overly logic sense, I keep reaching for my drink and then I don't drink it and my throat gets drier. Powerade. Yeah, I just picture that. It's just like I took out a grill from like under the cupboard, I put it out wherever, it doesn't matter, and then I put some food on it. I'm grilling. And yes, that's the only way I believe that you are grilling. But barbecuing to me is I am barbecuing. I'm activating the barbecue with the ing, and the barbecue itself has all of the parts that hold the fire, keep it warm, take in the gas, and or hold the charcoals. That's your stance. You're really gonna take a stance. Oh my god. You're really gonna take a stance on grilling versus barbecuing? I mean, seriously? At the beginning of summer. Hey everyone, before summer gets going, just wanted to say, I'm picking sides. Listen, if people are out there doing marketing based on, oh, this side of the Twix bar is better than that side of the Twix bar, then this one is just as valid because that one is purely invalid and stupid, and my thing is still purely invalid and stupid. But one of those is worth millions of dollars, and the other one is me. Regardless, that's not the end of the sentence. 20 minutes ago, the beginning of the sentence is Heinz, the corporation, asks, why do hot dog buns come in 12s? Or hot dogs come in 12s, buns come in 8s. Sign, excuse me, the petition. The petition. Hey, we're going to start a petition. Is it about the churches and all the death? No. Is it about the heat and all the death? No. Is it about the poison water and all the death? No. Climate change? No. Is it about the garbage, all of the masks on the streets? Is it about plastic? Is it about plant-based foods? Is it about meat? Is it about cow farts and the ozone layer? Is it about any of those things? Is it about saving lives? Is it about anything that matters? No. We're gonna do a petition, and we're gonna finally force these companies to put 12 buns and 12 wieners, or 8 wieners and elf. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure hot dog buns do come in 12s as well. Moreover, meow, 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 meow. Don't fact check me, Ripley. Don't fact check me. I've bought hot dog buns. I've been to the grocery store. I know what's going on. Meow, 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 meow. Thanks. But yeah. My favorite kind of hot dog buns. Hey, bros. Did you just say your favorite kind of hot dog buns? Are we having a conversation about our favorite kinds of hot dog buns? Because I'm totally up for that conversation, bros. I mean, the beach, some brats, and just having some brews with the bros. That's what I'm all about, guys. I know these glasses make me seem very intellectual, because I am. But I just have a PhD in chill and cool. Do you want a grill? Do you want a Q? I say Q, guys. You get off your board and you do some Q, right? Bros, guys, ask me about my favorite hot dogs. Because I have all kinds of different favorite hot dogs. Bros, guys, yeah. Thanks, Ted. But yeah, my favorite. What a stupid sentence. Oh man, my favorite hot dog buns are the ones that are cut, that are split, so they're like, it is almost like two hot dog shaped pieces of bread that are thick and soft on the sides. Not that I'm against the ones that are just all crusted on the sides as well. Sometimes different conditions make them better, but the good buns, 99.9% of the time, seem to only come in 12s. So a lot of my life, I was only buying buns in 12s when the wieners came in 12s. And if anything, I would end up with one or the other with leftovers still, because there's always bun accidents. And like I said, when it comes to queuing, there's always going to be wiener accidents. Hopefully, they're always going to be hot dog wiener accidents and not another kind of wiener barbecue accident, because that would be beyond horrific. Beyond horrific. Let me tell you a tale of a time we set sail because our friend needed to get to the hospital because he burned his wiener on his barbecue. Hey, don't ask me, and I won't tell you that it melted right to it, and everyone screamed. We drove in the car with the big old machine, 'cause we couldn't separate it, and off it would not come clean. And I'm running out of rhymes for this thing that's obscene, Sarah. Some action figures. Some action figures that say things sometimes. Is this the real life? I don't know. Is it just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. There's definitely no escape from reality. You can look up to the skies all you want. And see, I'm just a poor boy. I don't need any misery. Well, it's easy come and it's easy go. A little high, a little low. Oh, Stuart Little. You're the worst. I wanted to look for something. Oh, yes. I wanted to check to see what it was I was drawing again. Alright, this is fine. So anyway, that's hot dog news for this week. Apparently we're doing hot dog news this week. I put it at the top of the list. I don't know, it's not a long list. It won't be a long stream. It's been a long day. Macaroni in a pot, wet and juicy. Stir, 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 so it's nice and gooshy. What layer have I been drawing this on? Oh god, every time. Alright, this is fine. I'm a professional. Whatever this is. Art maker. Here's something fun that I got to do. In the Streamlabs, which I assume is hosting me now on their channel, where I work, especially if you sign up for the Prime accounts, but I believe there's also the free ones as well. There's overlays, so like stuff like this that's around my screen here, I make those for other people, but also there's just a library that's like, who wants some? Who wants some of this? Come get it. We just made some. We got a bunch of fancy people, excuse me, making a bunch of fancy stuff. You want it? Come get it. It's here. Click the button and install it. Click it. Click the button. Dare ya. Chicken? I didn't think so. You've already got it uploaded and working because it's that quick and easy. You're welcome.com. Should say streamlabs.com. So these like more for everybody themes are there. So I didn't have a bunch of VIP streamers to do artwork for a few days. So I was like, oh well, I'm gonna take this time and I'm gonna add to the library instead of just the people that do the library stuff, and it will make me feel like a special boy. I didn't make just one. I made two. I made two. First one, I called it Sus Theme. There, it's a Sus theme. Um, I will admit, right here to everybody. All right, I'll even go over to today's Drake cam. Hey Drake, I've never played Among Us. Sorry. I've been leading you guys along for so long. I never said that I did play it, but never told anybody that I didn't. I don't know who's sus. I don't know who's sus. I don't know who's fixing the power generators. I think that's a thing. I don't know who's sus. And I suspect that sus means somebody who is suspicious or suspected. And that's my truth. Sorry. Sorry I had to do that here in a live stream. But yeah, people are into it, I think still. I don't know. So I thought, hey, I'll do that. That's my idea. So instead of like I didn't just copy Among Us because that's stealing. I just made an homage and ode to. So there's just like a bunch of weird animations of those little astronaut guys, just their silhouettes while lights are going off and stuff, and blah blah blah. That was fun. That was fun. But I only mentioned that to get to the really fun one. And again, if you follow my Instagram, which is at Mr. Cartoons, obviously, same as on Twitter. Still need some subscribers for my YouTube so I can say, hey, it's YouTube slash Mr. Cartoons, but it's not. It's 700 characters of letters because still nobody likes me. Might as well eat worms. Well, a handful of people like me, and that's plenty. That's gonna keep me from eating worms. Why would you eat worms? What are you talking about? It's just an old saying from like the 40s. I don't know. People used to always say that. Oh, nobody likes me. Or no, everybody hates me. Nobody likes me. Might as well go eat worms. But yeah, 100 people don't. A handful of people like me, and that's all I need in life. Really, like 3 people is more than enough. But I do need 100 people to like me on YouTube to fulfill YouTube's like needs. Because YouTube is just like, hey, oh, do you want to feel good about yourself? Well, guess what? You don't get to feel like a real thing unless you have 100 people that can say you're a real thing. And it's just like, well, I don't want to be that jerk that bombards people and begs them, even though that is what I'm doing right now. But I'm doing it to the 4 people that already subscribe and stuff. But I did do it. I did take a day, and got a handful of people there just by trying to guilt them. But for the most part, I feel guilty about guilting people. I try not to do it. Why do we take a trip down that guilt road? because on my Instagram that you're following, I mean, Avocado Shakes is following in like 5 or 6 different accounts. Go follow Toilets Toronto. Go follow Bill and Ted But Cats. Hey, bro, you talking about me? My address is right here on the screen, guy. If you want to see me, my pictures are great. I pose so good, and sometimes I'm just taking naps and laying on stuff, and I just look like the best. Like sometimes you're like, hey, my cat looks cool, but it doesn't, because I'm the coolest. And you're like, hey, sometimes my cat looks smart and intelligent, but he doesn't because he's not me, because I'm the smartest. And I also stopped a bank robbery once with surfboards and skydiving. That was Keanu Reeves. Sorry, that was. You're separate from that one. It's a different Ted. It's a different movie actually altogether. Bros, I just knows what I knows, bros. Hey, who wants to go surfing? You can't even. You're just a cat. You can't even go surfing. He's a painting. He's a painting on the wall. I mean, come on. That's painting us, bro. You could just take this painting, throw it on a board. I'm practically my own board, bro. You could surf on me, and we could both enjoy everything, and I could enjoy like a glass-bottom boat and see the fish and the coral beneath us. Huh? Let's make it a day, bro. Let's make it. Hey, hey, shut up. I don't even get to leave this house and do things with him. Then do you think you're gonna do it? No, you stay on that wall. You stay on that wall where you belong. I hate everybody. Guys. No need for cat fights. We're just drawing comics. We're just drawing comics, having a good time. Having a good time. Watching the progress bar go. It's weird. Half the time when I do just fully stop talking because the rainbow has appeared on the screen and is like, sorry, I'm processing right now. And somewhere in my brain, I'm just like, I guess I have to process this. No, you can keep talking. But I can't. The rainbow wheel showed up. And it needs to be appeased. So on Instagram, if Ted will stop busting in for 5 seconds. I have an Instagram, you guys. It's Bill and Ted, but cats. Yeah, that's why we got over on your tangent. Just be a painting for 5 seconds, please. And thank you. Yeah, Ted, please, Ed, thank you. Shut your stupid cat mouth. My mouth is the cat mouth that's always moving. Meow, 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 meow. Ripley, you're the sweetest angel. Everybody else, shut up. Oh my god. If you go to my Instagram, I posted an animated loop of something that I called sushi fish. No, I didn't. Sushi cats. That's what it's called. And it's a big old animated loop of sushi cats. I should have made more variations of sushi. But yeah, it's just another theme that I made on the Streamlabs theme. And it was kind of the highlight of my week once I thought of that idea and started like drawing it. I thought it was adorable. I don't know. Hey, watch it. Yeah, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and show us. Show us. Show it. Show it. Show it. Show it. I'm just gonna keep yelling, show it, while you dig through your compute motron there and try to find the folder, and then hopefully remember to switch to the right window, because you often don't remember to switch to the right window. But this is pretty fun to try. Just keep this, like the bus on speed. Can't go below 50 words per second, while you're also trying to dig through some folders, say words, and read words at the same time, but don't say the words that you're reading. So just kind of separate your mind into two separate places, and then just keep saying things while I just watch. And maybe I'm frozen, I don't even know, because you've got a window over my face, and you don't even care. And when I say I mean you, because you are not me, and I am not you. You can only be yourself, and be who you want to be in the RB. But don't. Am I frozen again? Sometimes when we touch, I freeze up so epic much. I have to check out that video. There's gotta be something to explain it. Um, sushi cats, sushi cats. They're sushi or are they cats? Can you find the screen that you need? Cause you are not good at being able to read. There you go. Now can you switch to the right window? La 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 la. Oh, that was exhausting for one of us. I believe. There we go. Tablet screen. Sushi cats flying through the sky. Sushi cats, there's no reason why. They're here and they're on a bit of something and they're doing things. And everyone's cool. Hey Milo, what are you doing floating up in the sky like that? That's weird. That's super weird for you to do. We never got around to adjusting you on this screen, I see. That's fine. That's fine. Just float there like a weird uh half cat. He's a half cat, if you know what I mean. He's only got a top half, the bottom can't be seen. He's doing what he can to live in your dreams. It's sushi cats covering your screens. So anyway, meow. We'll go back to the regular camera. Regular camera. Oh man. What a day. What is it? It's already 20 after 9. And we've almost done 2 panels. Oh, it was a Marilyn Manson song. That's from the beginning when you were like, what's funny? What's funny? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, I almost had the rest. I am. I can't remember what song that is. It's just a weird thing that pops in. All I can think is my arms are wheels, my legs are wheels, my blood is pavement. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And his horn goes beep, beep, beep. Do 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 do. Beautiful people, the beautiful people. All relative to the size of your steeple. What else has been? That's what I was wanting. Funny, funny. Ha 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 ha. Oh no, it was. It's Saint or Ain't. The song. I mean, Manson's canceled now anyway, so this is in no way an endorsement of the things that he does. But a long time ago, you just listened to music and you didn't have the internet and you didn't know what people's lives were like. Or in that case, you did, and I was still like, that guy's gross and weird. I'll listen to the music, but I'll pretend that this is an imaginary character and this stuff isn't really happening. But yeah, it was the song called Ain't, but then there was like a brackets S at the beginning. So it's like Saint, but I ain't a saint. And anyway, it's been a while. It's been a long time. And I'm kind of a little bit impressed that I remembered that much. Am I right? I don't even know, but I'm pretty sure that I am. Do you have any more notes? What are the notes? Where is Rachel Dawes' notes? All right, calm down. Please, you don't say anything for weeks and then you just yell at me. Oh, I meant to segue into something a while ago when I said a thing, but this isn't it. TikTok. I think I'm done with TikTok. I might have posted one thing in the last couple weeks or 2 weeks. I don't know. In order to post something, I still have to open it up and look at it for a second. Still see something, and then I'm just like, ugh. I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Like, not just because I'm old. Not just because I'm old. Because there's still... TikTok is jam-packed with old people. Jam-packed. So it's not that. It's just become a thing where people put stuff. Why I don't belong is because the stuff that people put is either, like I said before, just like, look what my neighbors are doing. Look what this guy's doing. It's just surveillancing other people while also making videos that are like, oh, this guy's looking at me. Can you believe this? Like, yeah, I can. You just made 16 videos about you looking at them. So calm down. Start looking at things from other people's perspective every once in a while. But there's either that, which is technically the more interesting thing, because it's like, yeah, show me what people are doing. At least it's something. Because then the other thing is still the same thing. Like, for weeks, forever, it's still just like, hey, check this out. And this song plays where it goes tick, 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 tick. And the dance is something like tick, 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 tick. And the amount of people that are just going, huh? Look what I did. I hit my hands together in time with the music. So did 7 million other people to this same song in the same way that you're doing it. And I realize it's like, yeah, it's a community. We're all learning from each other. We're all trying to do this thing. But after the 50th one, I'm just like, I don't even look at this thing this much, and I still only see the same video, just with different faces. Like, I keep posting things that are just different, period. Like, this idiot saying stuff. How many views does that get? 2. Hey, here's something referencing pop culture and, a popular song. Here's a couple hundred views. Like, but that's still just kind of what everybody else is doing. Anyway, here's a little animation, like 1 view. Just like, how is that possible? How is that possible? I just opened up a video where somebody is doing nothing. Nothing at all. 50,000 people just like waiting for nothing to happen. And again, I don't know. I do too much. I have no idea. Don't understand how the world works. The world is a vampire. Set to breathe. I don't remember the rest of that song either. Do 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 do. That's not why I mentioned TikTok. Why I mentioned was the hashtags that people put. Now, I can't stand it on Instagram as well, where it's just like, hey, check it out. Like, here's a drawing of Spider-Man. Cool. What are your hashtags? Hashtag everything but Spider-Man. Hashtag Thanos. Hashtag MCU. Hashtag, I don't know, The Thing. Hashtag Mr. Fantastic. Hashtag, but still usually whatever is big at the time. And I'm like, I get why you're doing it, but it's just like, I feel like that's cheating and it's wrong. But at least there's some correlation. You drew a Marvel thing, so here's a bunch of Marvel hashtags. I can meet you 75% of the way and still encourage you. Yep, keep going. Awesome. On TikTok, when iCarly was coming back, every single TikTok that was popping up, regardless of what it was about, even the ones that are just like, I'm just an old lady yelling that my neighbor is a big old turd. Here's a fart, I farted. Hashtag iCarly reboot, iCarly revival. Like, nope, that's cheating. That's just cheating. You're lying. And just every video had that. And I'm like, maybe I just don't get it. I know that I watched a lot of iCarly when it was on, and the new one looks terrible and wrong and weird and not funny and upsetting. I didn't watch the whole thing, just watched a few little clips, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not gonna last more than 5 minutes. Nostalgia can only take you so far. So I'm always wrong about that. Therefore, iCarly reboot will be the new Simpsons. 20 years in a movie. Um, the other hashtag that is so lame, avocado shakes, is I don't remember what it is. I guess I could look. But it's like whatever the new Ford is that's being advertised. Nobody's videos have cars in them. Nobody's videos reference trucks in any way, shape, or form. Nobody's even playing country music in them. But it's just like sometimes it's like one of two hashtags, like hashtag Ford Ranger or Ford whatever the truck is, and I'm just like, so anything? Should I just start hashtag ice cream is delicious? Here's a drawing of Milo. Hashtag secrets to getting rich. Here's a picture of whatever it is that I make. Whatever the pen sketches that I drew over the weekend. Ford the Ontario clown. Why would oh the mayor? That took me way too long. Good at knowing politics and current events. I know about the lady who cuts my hair. Huh? I know about going down to the art store and the lady being like, "Hey, even though I shouldn't recognize you from a year ago, haven't seen you in a year. How have you been? Huh? You're still drawing pictures? How are your t-shirt designs?" Like, you literally know more about me than my own brother. Like, so much more. We've talked 4 times in the last year and a half, lady. Or 2 years, I should say. All of it was a year before the year of the pandemic. Like, cool. Yeah, no, it's awesome. I forgot how much I liked stopping in here. Uh, fun, random art people are random and artsy and fun. But it's also real creepy that I'm just like, well, I can't get away with things. I don't know how people commit crimes in a town where everybody knows your name. Like, it's like, this is for the old people, but it's like if Norm started robbing Cheers. Like, Norm, you're like the only thing that's more of a fixture here than the fixtures here. So we're gonna figure out it's you, right? We all know you super well and see you doing things, and you're always telling stories about the stuff that you did. And I feel like that now, where it's like, oh, anywhere I go, people are like, oh, hey, how's it going? I recognize that voice. You do? You do? I guess you do. I talk a lot. Can't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Hip hop? Flip clop. Powerade. Seriously, Powerade. Send me some Powerades or some money. Or both. I don't need a Powerade shirt. I want the Powerades. And I will, you know, uh, uh, sell the world on your Powery 80 goodness to upwards of 3 to 12 people. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? Now, of course, I drifted off on another tirade. Forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yes, Ford the car. Ford the car was the answer to that question. Um, like, I wrote Ford Ranger in my notes, but I wrote that while I was nowhere near looking at a Twitter. In my head, I keep picturing I'm leaning this way when I don't look at the camera. I'm just leaning right into Milo, and that's awful. Yeah, no, great. Like, I could use the broom, especially if you cut away and then you're suddenly not here, because, I've got all the space. I've got so much space over here. Now cut away before I freeze again. Good call. So, I said the word factoid earlier. I think it's fun. I've definitely used it on occasion. I don't believe it is a necessary word, because, it still means the same. But the other day, yesterday I think, YouTube was like, hey, hey, remember how you watched that Rory Scovel comedy special? And I'm like, yeah, I noticed because I keep watching random Rory Scovel clips that keeps posting on his YouTube. And YouTube was like, shut up a minute. Hey, shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to show you something. I'm like, all right, calm down. Shut up. Watch this Rory Scovel bit. It's hilarious. It's about the word factoid. And I'm like, oh, cool. Cool. I think it's probably the same thought that I have. Let's once again watch somebody who has a career use my cleverness because we all have a lot of the same ideas and it's fine. Um, but his it went down a different road in that he didn't know what the word factoid was. It was like the first time he said it. But he asked somebody in the audience like, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" And this guy was like, "Oh, I'm like a data, social media something or other aggregator and a blah blah blah." And I take care of the social media-ness. Oh, I meant to look at my notes. Or not my notes. Okay. Um. So he asked somebody what they do. I do this, and he's like, "You do what?" He's like, "Basically, I write little anime factoids on a blog or on the internet for some company." And he's like, as he's explaining anime or whatever, or how it related to anime, Rory's just like, whoa, 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 stop. We're gonna stop right here. It's just like, factoid? And he was like, yeah, factoid. And he's like, and that's a real thing? You think? He's like, you don't think you just made that up? And he was like, no, no, like factoid is a real thing. He's like, well, what's a factoid? He's like, it's like, it's a fact, but it's just like a little fact. It's just like here's a little fact for you, a little fact. And he was just kind of like he went off on a weird, improvised tangent about that. It was unbelievably super hilarious. But he didn't get onto the fact that he was still just more or less like everybody else. Like nobody's ever heard of this, right? And everybody else was like, yeah, we know what a factoid is. Laturo, Lautero, 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 1999. Hello, what do you know? Lautero. Do 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 do. They better be Stream Elements. I don't think Stream Elements is. I think Stream Labs is probably quite irritated at the fact that you're calling them Stream Elements right now. Cause they're the competition for the Streamlabs, yo. Unless I am on Stream Elements, then that would be amazing. Cause I can't wait to go to my job tomorrow at Streamlabs and be like, hey guys, Stream Elements is hosting me? And that will be nuts. Hello! Latero's already gone. They just dropped in to say something that's wrong. And carry on, 'cause nothing really matters. Do 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 do. Mama, I've just killed a man. I put my foot against his head, did some karate, now he's dead. Mama, his life had just begun. Now I've gone and thrown it all away. With my expert karate moves, I'm a ninja guy, and I'll disappear into the sky. Hey, what are you looking back? Jason, back there. You're always looking back at that painting. Do you love the painting, or do you just not want to pay attention to me? I was singing a nice song. Improvising new words for what? For you? To scoff at? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Sweet heavenly Moses. And also, I'm here and I lost my voice again. Hey, I'm New York guy. How's it going? I'm a cat over here. Oh. Jimmy Dean, hey. Jack and Jill went up a hill, oh, and somehow that gave me enough money to be a famous guy. Oh, I hope that guy's dead. Oh, that's a terrible thing to say. Hey. Why? Why is it I cannot do? It's not even very different. It's a slight variation. The slightest variation on my own voice. I cannot just drift in to that surfer voice without really thinking about it. Hey, bros. Sorry, I had an accident there a minute ago, guys. So is everything cool now? Also, have you noticed that my surfer accent is very Canadian, hey? Hey, guys, bros? But also so is Keanu's, so that's cool, because we're basically the same guy, bro. We're the same bro, guys. Guys? Surf time? Guys, maybe by the waves. Maybe by the third wave, hey? That doesn't make any sense, Ted. Doesn't make any sense. He means his best. He means his best. He means best. He tries his hardest. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, man. Going down tangents and drifting left and right when you're trying to go straight ahead, but it's dark out at night. This song isn't going anywhere, but I don't want to fight. Racing my own drawings. Oh, that's why the line looks thicker. I accidentally thickened up the line and I didn't notice. I didn't notice. Oh, what a world. What a world. You just delete it and you do it again. That's how you make art for your friends. So anyway, I drifted away once again. My problem with the word factoid is twofold. One, I like how it sounds. I like the word factoid. But I still always feel stupid and crazy when I use the word factoid. Because it's just unnecessary. It's super unnecessary. And I already use too many super unnecessary words in the run of a day. But a factoid and a fact are still a fact. It's just like, oh no, this is a little fact. What denotes the size of a fact then? Right? Because, like, facts aren't necessarily big already. Facts are just facts. They are just a truth. And technically, that is also what today's comic strip is about. But in order to find out the true ending of every one of these comics, that's my marketing ploy, is you've got to follow the Instagram. That's where I put the finished versions. Sometimes I'll show you last week's after it's finished when I remember the next stream. But if you really want to be connected, if you want to be on top, if you want to see these things through to the very bitter, horrible end, you got to see them on Instagram. Yeah, have a whatever face in it. And for those of you not reading or your screen is too small to read the chat on the side, Avocado Shake just said, as a kid, I thought factoid was a tortoise that only spoke in facts. I can't think of any of them now, but I definitely had a bunch of those words when I was a kid. Where either because of where you learn certain words, like for some reason I can't think of what it was now, but I definitely thought there was some connection between the Tootsie Roll, or yeah, like the Tootsie Pop owl. I didn't have cable, so I didn't see that commercial very often, and I don't remember, but something else. Uh, I'm going to assume it was because of some sort of Woodsy the Owl, which I'm not sure if that where that was, if that was just some American commercials or if it was a Canadian thing. I genuinely don't know, but I'm pretty sure he was just like a version of Smokey the Bear. But I think his thing was maybe like, hey, don't litter in the woods. Don't think it was about George's forest safety. But I think in some way, shape, or form, I connected those two when they had nothing to do with each other. And or I thought that Tootsie Pops and the Tootsie Pop Owl were also part of the Schoolhouse Rock's cinematic universe, extended universe. Where it was like, someday I'm going to see one of those on a Saturday morning when I'm staying at a relative's who does have cable, and I'm going to see the show that goes with this owl. Like I think that I believed that no character existed solely in a commercial. That they also must have been somewhere else. Like, um, I mean, nowadays there's just T-shirt designs for everything. Like people are creating other shirt companies, logos, characters that are just like this is just merchandise. It'll last for a year and disappear, or it'll become bigger. But back in my day, there was a bunch of these things that I had no idea and I never understood. A few weeks ago, I did watch this weird little documentary about some fashion guy who created a company that I don't remember which it was. I want to say American Apparel or American Eagle. I think it was American Apparel, and it was just like, this story is insane. Everybody's story of how they did the thing that they did is insane, no matter what it is. It's either, no, I go to my job every day, I fill out all the proper paperwork, I do everything that I'm told, and that's what I do. Or it's, all right, so I had to climb into this place, I had to do this thing, convince this guy that this paperwork is from this other guy, and anyway, now I'm a lawyer. Like, what? Like, everybody's got some crazy stories. Uh, but when I was a kid, really should blow my nose. Um, there were all these clothes that came out that had characters, and I was just like, oh, I don't have to cable. These must be like The Simpsons. I know The Simpsons is a thing. I know it's a big deal. I know it's a cartoon for like adults, and it's on at like 9 o'clock at night or whatever. And I'll probably never see it, and it will be long gone by the time I'm either old enough to watch it, or we have a home with cable or whatever. And I mean, now it's just on everywhere all the time. Like one day it was just like it's on every day at 5 o'clock or like 7 o'clock in the evening or whatever. It was like, what? Why did this seem so impossible to watch? Now I can't not watch it constantly, which I'm fine with. So anyway, everybody had Bart Simpson shirts, wearing clothes that he did not wear in the TV show, saying things that he did not say in the TV show, and it was everywhere, and it made some sense. Then the other things that were out were these. I'm gonna try not to mix them up, but one was Chip and Pepper shirts, or Chip and Pepper. No, Chip and Pepper. Salt and Pepper were the band. Chip and Pepper were these shirts that were usually tie dyed, usually kind of surf type shirts, and um, I believe that was the one. Like it was the logo was just two dogs, but it wasn't just a logo. every shirt would just it was almost like a comic strip. It was just a one panel comic strip of like, hey, we're in a car and some people are hanging off behind, or hey, now we're surfing and we're dogs, or now we're skateboarding. It was like just all the things that were cool, you know, like, hey, we've got nunchucks in our back pockets and sunglasses. We're just Poochie all over the place. And everything was Poochie back in the 90s. If you don't know what everything being Poochie means, that's a Simpsons reference that everybody should know, even if you aren't old. Somebody's explained it to you, or it's been a meme. Um, Tracing my own drawings, cause I'm lazy. Tracing everything. Cause I work hard during the day. Uh, so there was Chip and Pepper, and it was everywhere, and I had no idea that it wasn't a cartoon. Then one day it was a cartoon, and it will be introduced by the live action Chip and Pepper, whoever, whatever the real name was, like these twins that were just like weird surfer guys who started a shirt company and now they have a TV show, and it's, you know, kids, but it's just like, hey, whatever. Like, again, clearly just like this was a coked up idea of the 80s and 90s. And then another one was like called Rude Dog. Same deal. I thought like, oh my god, like this dog is everywhere. Um, this cartoon must be really popular. I don't hear like none of my friends are talking about the cartoon, but everybody's wearing one of these shirts of this dog, like peeing on stuff. Long before the Calvin bootleg stickers were peeing on everything, there was a dog that you'd be wearing on your shirt, and he'd be lifting his leg on a thing, um, or pulling some sort of prank in a one drawing, you know, comic panel. But I would always be asking my friends like about cable TV shows. They talk about everything and be like, "Oh, I heard about this show. Like, did you watch it? Is it great?" And half the time be like, "Ugh, like I just watch all the shows. Like, I have all the cable, so I don't really even worry about it." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I need to know. I'm like trying to study all of the TV shows. Like, someday I just want to make stuff and work on TV shows, and now I do. And you know, I'm glad that I did as much obsessing as I did. Um, but yeah, like that show also eventually became a car. That show, that T-shirt also eventually became a cartoon, and oh, there was a bunch of them. There were so many, and every once in a while it was just like, I love this character. Can't wait to see this show, and then have to be sat down like, it's just a shirt. You just saw the show. The show it's right here. I'm wearing the whole show right now. Like, well, then how? How is it everybody is wearing a shirt without a show to push it? It's just a shirt. This makes no sense whatsoever. That's why I've been trying forever. Like I've sent out designs for T-shirts. I've created my own little T-shirt shops. There's one now. Links to it at mrcartoons.com, or just go straight to society6.com/mrcartoons. But yeah, no, since I was a kid, I'm just like, well, I'm going to do that someday. All right? Like, whether I have a show or not, you know, I still kind of just want to make the t shirts. And apparently, you can start with the t shirts and then do a show about it later. But, like, I'm fine with just doing the t shirts or the show. I don't know. So, still drifting into, I want to do both. So, I do. I mean, I'm just thinking of it now, but that's definitely where the want, need, obsession to do T-shirt designs has come from. I've always just been trying to do it. Like I bought silkscreen gear, got a bunch of silkscreen gear for Christmas, I think, one year. Uh, and yeah, I was just like, I'm gonna make a bunch of T-shirts, and I would make T-shirts, and I was just like, well, I'm only making them for myself. I just want to have my designs. Uh, and then I don't know, Massimo, is it that his name? Then Massimo will see them and be like, "Oh my God, I love your designs. Let me put your designs on the Massimo shirts." And I'll be like, "Okay, Massimo, your name is fun to say. Hope you didn't get canceled between then and now." Uh, well, it's only 10 to 10, I think. It definitely looks weird, but kind of supposed to look weird. Now I'm just drawn 'cause I got nothing to say. I could look at my notes, but I know there's only one note left. And it's kind of the same as last week's note. It's just remember that time, not that lady. Sorry, that guy was like, "Excuse me, sir, would you like to save money?" I said no. He said, "Isn't that funny? Everyone wants to have a little extra." And I said I'd pay you an extra $50 if you'd leave me alone right now. I'm at the second. I'm at the. What is the name of that thing? I'm at the self checkout. How? And I'd like to do my job and be left alone. But, sir, I'd like to sell you something free. It just gets commissions to me. I should get a raise and not be forced to do this, but I gotta make my sales pitch. And I'm gonna say it like I believe this bitch. Why don't you get this credit? And it'll give you a deal. You'll get $20 off. And then another 10% later. What a steal. And I'm still just like, no thank you. No thank you. Bet your bottom dollar I can afford the things I came in to buy. And I'd like to leave before you make me cry. 'Cause I hate you and I hate it here. I don't want to shop. But I don't want to. Nah, that rhyme doesn't work. So anyway, went back to the same store. Got different stuff. Went to the actual checkout this time. And checkout lady, super nice. Super nice, super friendly. Everything's cool. And we're just being part of a team. I brought my own bags, of course, so it's like, hey, don't even worry. I'll just put my own stuff in these bags, no big deal. And, while I'm packing up my own stuff, she's just like, oh, and, you know, of course, like, would you like to sign, you know, you want to sign up for the thing, for the deal? And I was like, oh, yeah, no. No, just straight up, nope. Nope, yep, already been through this. Like, nope, I don't need things, don't want things. I fell for this once before at Canadian Tire many years ago. Whatever the free thing I got was not worth it. Didn't realize even what I was signing up for until he was pretty much done. And I'm just like, no, 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 no. No, what are we doing? No, I thought we were just doing like a survey or something. I was just trying to help you out. No. Stop signing me up for the thing. Stop it. No, no, I'll just finish this here. Let me just finish this. And you can cancel at any time. Like, I want cancel now. Like, just stop doing it. And he was like, no, no, I'll just finish this here. And he fully managed to finish signing me up for, like, I forget what it was. Some kind of Canadian Tire credit card-ish thing, but it wasn't the Canadian Tire credit card. I'm like, why are you even, allowed to set up in the middle of Canadian Tire like this? Like, this feels illegal. So then I felt like it took forever to get rid of this thing. I'm just like, I'm not using it. Please cancel it. Like, yep, you just have to pay off the balance. Shouldn't be a balance. Didn't do anything. Like, well, if you had it for more than 4 days, then, yeah, even without anything on there, you need to keep a minimum balance of blah, blah, blah. So, of course, you owe, like, 14 cents. Like, here's your 14 cents. Like, well, by the time we got that 14-cent payment, now you owe 7 cents. Like, oh my God, here's your 7 cents. Like, now it's back to 14 cents again. Here's $4. Leave me alone. Okay? Well, now we need to get the rest of this money back to you. Don't care. Don't care. Now you have more money than you need. You can go to jail and not me for fraud, all right? I'm not doing anything wrong. Here's several extra dollars. Go the F to sleep. So I don't want to go through that again. But yeah, I was just so tempted. Let's say Francesco? Francis? 33? Francesco? I'm going to say Francesco. Thanks, Francesco. Francesco in for the follow. Francesco fresh from Sleepy Hollow. Waking up after a good nap. Gonna have a good crap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thanks for the follow. I didn't mean to insinuate that you go and take a poop after you wake up after a nap. But you should, though, really. I mean, you've been asleep for a little while. I'm not a doctor. I'm just an idiot who draws pictures and talks to cats that aren't there. I'm here. I'm here. Stop saying that I'm not here. I could say that as long as I want. Yeah, but it hurts my feelings. What? Why do I carry on this nice mug and wear this nice new hat if my feelings are gonna be hurt underneath them? That's the way life is. Sometimes you dress up real nice, and people are still gonna hurt your feelings. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for an honest apology. Yeah, I'm sorry that you don't exist and you're not real. I'm super sorry about that. Oh, you threw the last second. I'm frozen again. Ah. So anyway, yeah, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're more of a jerk, so, let's slink away in this frame. Clean up these other little bits that aren't cleaned. Go to the right layer. Maybe the right camera, too. Good at streaming. Good at buttons. Sometimes I draw cats. Sometimes I draw bats that are men. And sometimes I draw Orko. And sometimes I draw Orko's friend, and his name is Stratos. Stratos wasn't friends with anybody. Stratos was basically a loader who was like part of some bunch of. He was Hawkman. He was a Hawkman ripoff who had no friends, just like real Hawkman. Hawkman and Stratos are the same jerks. They should be friends with each other. There, I said it. I said it. I don't care who knows it. That's the truth. That's the truth that the world needs to know. Calm down. Calm down. Oh my God, your weird He-Man proofs. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I don't even know if I've ever seen Stratos in any of the original He-Man episodes. That's because you only saw like 12 original He-Man episodes. You didn't have cable. Remember that thing from earlier? You didn't have cable, so you only saw it very, very rarely. Even though it wasn't on cable, but it was only on during lunchtime, and you did not go home for lunch like the other kids who went home and watched the He-Man at lunchtime. I know. Let me tell them my own childhood. Please. And also, when I just said Stratos, I meant to say Zodak. But for some reason, when I picture Stratos, or sorry, when I picture Zodak, I hear I hear the name Stratos right away. And I mean, you could say, in the entire Masters of the universe, Stratos and Zodak are very different. But if you grab yourself a Zodak original action figure and you grab yourself a Stratos, I'm pretty sure, I can't quite remember, I only have the re-release of Zodak because all the good figures are just not showing up at my Walmart, and I've only got the one Walmart to choose from. But people, oh, the people I follow on Twitter, oh, I only seem to follow He-Man collectors. I don't even. I just have a little shelf with a handful of characters from the Origins, whatever, classic reboot there. And oh, they just keep posting pictures. We're like, check it out. Like just happened to stop by Target, and all of the characters, like from series 1, 2, and 3, and it's like I can only get one or two figures from like the newest series, but they're still just like, hey, the He-Man and Skeletor, both versions, huh? And now the new version with like the wacky indented chest action, and I'm just like, ah. I still only have Ram Man and Clamp Champ in hours. Hate it. I hate it. I'm not going to go traveling to another town, and we've already discussed. If you're new to the stream, we've discussed in quite a few different details that if you try to buy those figures online, instead of the delightful price of $14 or $16, whatever they are, which is just an amazing price for action figures these days, they're a minimum of like $30 with $30 shipping, and so it's like, really? And then taxes and whatever. So it's like, no. I was going to get myself a He-Man and a Skeletor, and it was like, all right, we're at $90. We're at $90 for our subtotal, and we haven't even gotten to the taxes yet. So, this is gonna be like $108 for two little action figures I do not need and can survive without. So let's just cancel this little shopping excursion. But then I'll go to my Twitter and I'll see people posting, look at the shelves. They just filled the new shelves with the new figures and more figures. We got the shelves. Get to the shelves. Ugh. And sometimes I do. I'm just like, you know what? That's the first thing I'm doing today. I'm going to take a quick run to the Walmart, and I'm going to check those shelves, because if everyone else's shelves are full, maybe mine are, and I want to get to them before the bootleggers grab everything and sell them, on eBay and Amazon for $50 more than they are. So far, only once in my I gotta hastily go there. Has there been new figures? And that last time was when there was He-Man and Clamp Champ. And oh, actually no, and then there was a Evelyn and a variant of Mossman. I was about to say, what's a U sale at Zellers? I do miss Zellers. That was somebody's name, right? It was like named after a Mr. Zellers of some kind. It wasn't just like, hey, how do we make selling things sound cool? Like, you know what's cool, you guys? You got a character of some kind. You're gonna put some nunchucks in its back pocket and some sunglasses on it. Like, no, we don't have a character. We got. I don't know. We're just sellers. We're just sellers of things. Like, let's take that word and let's put a Z in it. Like sellers, we'll end it with a Z like the kids do. No, no. You guys ever see that Batman movie and that Joker? And he's like, we're taking it at a whole new door. We're taking it at a whole new door. We're gonna put the Z at the beginning. Do you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Where? At Zellers. Anybody? Everybody's on board? And the whole world apparently was like, yes, we are on board for a period of time. And then I feel like Sears bought them for some reason. No, Walmart bought them, right? And then they all just went away. Been a long road getting from there to here. But there's a path you take and a path not taken, and the choice, well, it's up to you, my friend. There are times when you've lost a dream or two, but around the bend, it's something, and at the end, you had some stew. Tony Maselli's making stew, and he's vacuuming the curtains there. He's lifting up the whole couch with the family on it. How do you dare? Angela, she is the boss. Moaner is doing it a lot. Walter P. Zeller. How come every old business was owned by somebody named Walter? There's always a Walter. Well, I want my boy to grow up and start a business someday. Oh, do you? Well, then I guess I'll just write Walter on the birth certificate here. No, no, we were going to call him Johnny Pool Business. Yeah, no, no. I'm just going to call him Walter P. And what's your name? Zeller? All right, then we'll put that there. Like, what? P? What's his middle name? I don't care. As a doctor, a professional, who helps idiots like you name your children, that's my main job, is knowing that if you want him to own a big, successful business or corporation, his first name must be Walter, and his middle name will have to start with a P. I will let you come up with that, all right? No one's ever going to ask, and he's never, ever going to tell anyone. Because you'll never tell him. It's his secret middle name. Stands for Pendaplop. Okay, I definitely just deleted everything. Just hit undo 1,000 times. Try this again. You. Paste. All right. I was trying to think. It was like Chris. Like, why is Chris an actor name? I'm like, oh yeah, because of all the Chris's now. Like, that's not how you make them an actor. But it is so funny when you do watch those little news bits or those, whatever factoids about the world. But it's just like, hey, guess what TV show was super popular this year? Uh, we'll find out when we check the registry of baby names at the end of the year and see which character every idiot named their actual child after instead of a dog or a cat or a bird or some inanimate object. But nope, yep, yeah, my name is Xerxes. Like, cool. Yep, 300 was great. Nice to meet you, Xerxes. That that'll be fun eventually, but for a certain period, people are gonna be like, "You're named after a character in 300? Come on." And then before everybody hated Game of the Thrones at the end, like before it ended, people were like, "No, this is gonna be the best forever." Like maybe wait till it's all over. Wait till you know everything, because one, you might be naming your kid after one of the rapey characters. I didn't watch the Game of Thrones because there was too many rapey characters, and I felt really bad all of the time that I watched it. And when the characters weren't being rapey, they were either being magnificently boring and soap opera-y, or just straight up murdering each other. And it was still just like, I just don't care. I just don't care about any of these people, and I'm not getting invested. I don't want to get invested in most real people's lives. I don't want to get too invested in these fake people's lives. Like I said, I started to watch that new AMC show. Kevin Can Go F Himself. Seems like a genius show. But halfway through it, I'm just like, I don't want to feel upset later about watching a TV show that I was watching to pass the time and enjoy myself. So I'm gonna flick around the internet until I find something not upsetting, and or if I want something upsetting, I'm gonna make it myself. I'm gonna be the upsetting one. I am the alpha and the omega. Look at my wingspan. I am the great eagle of truth. Caca. Hmm? That's not a thing. Not a thing at all. All right. 10:15. Okay. Don't have to keep thinking, oh, I don't have time. I'm not going to color this. Oy. I never color them. I just fill in the beard and the hair with some gray. Uh, Differentiate. And then we'll add some words. I just want to watch the progress bar go while I wait for my tools to come back. Keep behind. Khaleesi, that's the name I was thinking of. Everyone named their kid Khaleesi. Doesn't sound like it's not a bad name, but again, just the reasoning uh, is stupid. uh, well, when we named our sweet daughter Khaleesi in the show, she was still like just trying to be the mother of dragons. She was going to be the hero of the whole series, we thought. She was a strong, independent lady. And then she just murdered everyone. So then she's just a murderer. So we just named her kid after murder. The dragon murderer uses the dragons to murder with, not she doesn't murder dragons. All right, starting to yawn. See if I can add the words in less than 10 minutes. words from over here. Paste, so we have the same font. Then, ooh, you know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do. I heard you drifting into my voice. I know you're not gonna do that anymore. Rude. I mean, speaking of rude, froze it again. Why? Gotta be. Am I back? Am I still on? I think it sounds like I just got an email that's gonna tell me my stream report for the night. Yep, I sure did. So, I guess I was talking to myself for the last few minutes. Slash, maybe I'm still talking to myself. Let's see. It says people can see us, and data is sending. So I don't know. Maybe it just froze for a bit. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? according to my data, it's still going. Click on this. Is it going to make me sign in? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. If you can hear me. Okay, CTK and Avocado Shakes are saying I'm back. All right. So yeah, I don't know. Everything just kind of died for a minute, and then I realized it said like reconnecting. I'm like, oh cool. So whatever I was just explaining, yeah, I was just explaining to myself. I'm here. I got to hear all of the, intricate details that I thought they were great. I think I even said some stuff that was clever. Hey, bros, I was also listening. I'm always listening. I'm on the walls, and I'm watching, and I'm thinking, and I'm planning. I'm plotting. But don't ask about the plans and plots, guys. Those are my private things that I'm working on, and they have nothing to do with you. I swear to God. I swear to effing God. I will murder you if you even look in my direction too long with your plots. Oh, is this your game? Freezing me? Is that what it is? I'm gonna assume that's Ted. Ted is doing that? Does he have mind powers? Oh God, if Ted has mind powers, you'll have to animate that stuff floating around, I guess. Flash, I'm gonna murder him. I'm gonna smash that frame, and I'm gonna throw it into a river, and he's gonna float away in pieces. That's what I'm saying. Guys, everybody get along. Okay. So I can stop checking to see if the stream is working. Close all of this stuff. Ice cold fact from Ice-T. Once you learn how to respect people and treat everyone politely, your life will change dramatically. That is posted by CTK. Can't get back to my script. I'm sure I was building up to something while I was tirading about how to do whatever it is I'm doing over here. Now I lost it. I lost it. While the stream was down, I oops. I drifted too hard into why is the stream down? Is it really gonna reconnect? Damn it. To remember where I was drifting. Maybe I was just making up a song. I don't know. Been a minute. Been 4 whole minutes. All right, 8 minutes left. We'll wrap this up in 8 minutes. Just gotta copy and paste. Just copy and paste like the wind, like the bravest little toaster. Come on, you brave little toaster. Son of a douche, I keep forgetting to copy and paste the thing that I just said that I would do. Okay. Then we paste it inside the box. A little leeway. And that's the face that I make when I realize I did something wrong and have to hit undo 15 times. But cleverly enough, I remember to copy the thing so that I can repaste it after I've hit undo for 1,000,000 times. 6 minutes. 6 minutes till the end of the stream. Your 6 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Just gotta make a few boxes here. Make sure that the letters can appear. Easy to read. Do. Dop dop doop wow. Dip dop 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 piddity pop pop. Dip dop bop wee. Dance your cares away. Wop wop. Worries for another day. Let the Fraggles play. Hey hey. Down in Fraggle Rock. Bow 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 wow bow 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 bow. Hey look ma, a Fraggle. Wap 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 wow wap 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 wow. Beep bop 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 beep bop wap 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 dee. That's a song that is forever stuck in my head. Forever. Forever, forever. Alright, well that's saving. I'm gonna just look at that video and see if there's a part where it freezes. It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Milo reboot folder. Seem to be any freezing in the video. I'll even switch to the right camera. Find the right camera. I have to rename that. Hey, I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I thought. Loop. Ooh, that seems like a jump. Okay, there is an issue with them that I don't remember making that mistake. That really just happened. And well. Okay, so the freeze definitely is just happening at the end, because he'll freeze on this pose. And then it pops. So his loop isn't perfect for some reason. And I'm positive that I checked that 1,000 times over. What about the other one? What about the other one? That's the wrong folder. What is going on here? Am I... Once again, I'm going crazy. Oh, because I am crazy. So let's go back to Finder. Where'd my folder go? I was trying to get the screen thing to pop up on this screen over here, but I kept seeing it. But I kept seeing it on the Streamlabs OBS screen, which was actually broadcasting this screen down here, and I'm just like, why isn't it happening? I can see it, but I can't see it. It's like small. It's like it's in the distance. Ugh, so good. I'm so good at this. Milo reboot folder and Milo loop. How does that loop? Yeah, there's a big crazy face pop. Well, definitely have to fix that. I don't know how I haven't noticed that this whole time. Like, at all. Oh, yep, there I go again. So yeah, I just freeze randomly, because that was definitely the middle. But no, I've definitely noticed that my face pops, that I hate it. So fix that. Fix that, please, and thank you. And then we can all have a nice, delightful nap. And of course, now you have 1 minute left to finish your thing when you had 4 minutes earlier because I told you to check the thing. Ugh, you're the worst. Okay. So, yeah, just making boxes. Just making boxes. And I'll post this. And then I'll fix the typos 4 days later. But all the typos are fixed when it goes into book form. I think maybe one or two end up squeaking through. But usually I double, triple, quadruple, sextuple check everything before I have the book printed. / I'll have at least 1 to 2 other people read through all of the comics and just be like, try not to get caught up in the hilariousness. And focus on the spelling. And usually they either catch it all, or while they're looking at it, I suddenly gain the ability to start seeing it through somebody else's eyes instead of my own stupid. I already know what it's supposed to say, so I just keep reading it that way with my brain instead of my eyes. And then I start catching a lot of things. But it only works, that power, I can only turn it on if I get someone else to be judging me already at the same time. All right. Today's comic is as follows. Let me lock it so I don't break it. The title is, of course, Lies Truths. Sounds weird, but it makes more sense because Milo's all like, hey, the lies never turned out to be true. It was just the truths that were revealed to be lies. And then I'm just like, are you talking about True Lies? The movie? From 900 years ago? I'm going to put some ... dots in there. Even though apparently young people don't use the ... dots to denote a little space in time. I keep seeing that. I was seeing that on TikTok and on memes where it's just like, hey, old people, you ever notice how they'll put like ... between like sentences and you're like, what are they even talking about? Because we don't use the ... like that. And nobody ever says what they use the ... for, or ellipses, if you will. I still think it's weird. I always thought that ellipses were parentheses, which is insane because I know that they're called parentheses. But for some reason, I thought ellipses was another word for it, I guess. But I've always, well, one friend, like, she would use it so rampantly that I was like, oh my god, I was like, you don't need to put ... in the middle of every sentence. And she's like, yeah, no, it's just like, just kind of taking a break. You know, it's just like, taking a breath, or just to like, you know, I want to go to the store. And I'm like, oh, this is just a way to type like Chandler, I guess. But I do it all the time. It's like I do need people to take longer pauses before they say the next thing in their head. And then, when I see people read out loud something that I've written, I'm just like, oh, wow, you are not taking into consideration the long drawn out pauses that I've clearly indicated with a big giant space, visible, or dot dot dot, space, and then another dot 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 later. Like, the only correct way that I think is correct and that I use them and know of their use is in comic books is when it's just like whatever, I, for some reason can't think of a sentence at all, but Milo, you better get back to dot dot dot, and then finishing the sentence in another panel dramatically, like the store. Like it was a build up to something, like kind of an anime thing where you don't just say like I'm going to the store. It's always me. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to the store. That's a little bit of Mega Man. It's a little bit of Mega Man. And that was speed lines. Oh, I'm 90. But yeah, so other than that, other than going from one word bubble to another to indicate I haven't finished speaking, finished reading this thought in the next bubble kind bubble reader. I don't know. But I still, for some reason, haven't looked up. I just see the other meme that is the old people going, what are the kids using ellipses for? For drugs? Is it for drugs now? Are they doing it for crime? Is it TikTok? Some sort of naked TikTok? Is that what ellipses are used for now? False. But yeah, didn't look it up and don't know. And I don't know. Didn't finish reading this 4-panel comic. Can't finish reading 4 panels without interrupting myself and going off on a tangent. Excuse me, can I just interrupt you? There's a tangent going on. I've just got one little tangent that I need to go on. It's about the Joker. Nope, no time for that. But yeah, so let's go back to the right window. Finish reading this little comic. Are you talking about True Lies, the movie? Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I had to talk about ellipses because I wanted to put a little space in the text. And then I talked about it instead of doing it. The movie, dot dot dot, from 900 years ago? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Are you dumb? You seem like you might be dumb. Oh, why won't it just be the right size? Okay, but we'll do it like this. We'll do it the proper comic book way. Alright? Proper-ish. I'll actually put it in a separate bubble. So that Drake, the master judger of comic books, doesn't judge me so harshly on my ellipses use. Please. Jamie Lee Curtis was the absolute best part of that movie. I did watch, when it did come out, it was a time when we did have cable and we did have movie channels. Alright? Was your family pegged for any of those movie channels? Or the cable that was coming in? How are you going about getting the cable into your house? That's neither here nor there. Stop divulging all of the secrets, alright? That guy's dead now, so you can't arrest him for it or get your money back for any of your stolen cable. Not that there was any stolen... What stolen cable? I don't know what you're talking about, alright? I don't know what anybody is talking about. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I know about stealing things. I have a whole underground lair where my friends hang out and we play video games and pool. And sometimes there's like a big giant rat man and we just poke him with sticks and then he gives us sage advice. It's a good time. It's a good time. Let's go stealing. Nobody's... It's 4 panels, alright? Should be able to get through 4 panels. I was gonna do it 8 minutes ago. 8 minutes ago. Guys, alright? We're just gonna make one little word bubble for this. Actually, you know what? To make it even funnier, I'm gonna get rid of those dot dot dots. We're gonna have Milo answer the question. But yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis was amazing. Like that was like the first time I ever actually realized who that person was. I didn't watch I didn't watch any horror movies, so I didn't know who Jamie Lee Curtis was. But in True Lies, I thought she was hilarious and just like believable. Like she was in it. Like she was having a great time, even though it's ridiculous. Like you could tell she's sitting at the table and she's like, I'm clearly not married to this maniac. This who was Richard? No. Tom, yes, Tom was his name. Tom Arnold. There we go. Got there without asking. Uh, like it's a fun movie. I won't get you wrong. I like from what I remember, it was a very fun movie. I assume it does not hold up well. What with all of its hey, everyone who isn't white is a terrorist. But like I haven't seen her in a lot of things, but yeah, like then eventually seeing like the Halloween and stuff, I'm like, oh, Jamie Lee Curtis is she the greatest person? And then when she was on Game Grumps playing Mario Party with her son in the Game Grumps, I'm just like, oh, Jamie Lee Curtis is the greatest person ever, like just ever. Uh, like and again, it's just how like her character was like in it to the right level. It was like Kristen Wiig before Kristen Wiig was Kristen Wiig. And when I say Kristen Wiig, I think I'm thinking of some. No, yes, I am thinking of Kristen Wiig. Just like, oh, this is where Kristen Wiig gets her inspiration from for sure. Oh, I didn't even think of following her on Instagram. But yeah, always amazed by the existence of Jamie Lee Curtis, and any like stories you hear about her are always just like, "Wow, you triumphed, you succeeded overall." The horrors of your own life and the addiction and people just being abusive. Like you still became the greatest Jamie Lee Curtis ever. And I don't know, maybe there's some kind of connection that I feel towards the Jamie Lee Curtis. I can't think of why at all. You can't think of it all why. Just name wise, name wise doesn't make you feel any sort of connection. Don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, today's comic. Hey, the lies never turned out to be true. It was just the truths that were revealed to be lies. Are you talking about? I'm looking. Damn it. There we go. Are you talking about True Lies, the movie? Oops, I forgot to add from 900 years ago. Yes. Yes, Sam, I am. Oh, yes, I am fair. So lazy. All right. There. That'll do. Could be bigger bubble, but good enough. Anyway, are you talking about True Lies, the movie from 900 years ago? Yes, I am. I haven't seen it in at least 20 years. Nobody has. I just decided I should be angry about it now. Ah. Keeping in mind, I wrote this at 3 o'clock in the morning while I was debating whether or not to go back to sleep or write down this dumb idea. And now that it's finally done, I can see that I made the wrong decision and I should have just went to sleep and went with my other note that's written over here that says, draw He-Man characters. The new He-Man show coming out. Draw He-Man characters, be relevant for 5 minutes, and for once it could be relevant doing a thing that you like doing, drawing He-Man characters. So next week, we're going to draw some He-Man characters. I think, for sure. We'll see. Anyway, as per usual, we did a comic stripping. There's, of course, books and poetry, comics, art, all available at mrcartoons.com. Follow all of the other social things and whatnot. I keep forgetting whether or not I updated. I think we discovered that the commercial was updated last time. Let's see. There you go, a commercial. Buy that book if you don't have it already, and if you do have it, read it again. And, I don't know, tell me you still love it, I guess. But either way, this has been another Tuesday. Kind of trying to force myself into another schedule that will make more things, if that's possible. But yeah, I have that written somewhere. I have to remember where that is, and try to add it to my actual to-do list, and maybe to do it. Beyond that, that's Tuesday. That's your Tuesday. That's my Tuesday. That's how we Tuesday. Here, there, everywhere. One day a week. Every Tuesday of the year. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. As always, tune in to the Instagram or the Twitter to find out if you're gonna miss a stream or not. Thanks so much for the hanging out. It's always great to be able to interact with the Avocado Shakes and the CTK and those occasional people that funnel in from the Streamlabs hosting, which I also appreciate. Thank you very much. Anybody at Streamlabs who might be watching this later on. Dominic, are you? Hi, Dominic. Are you? Is that? Dominic? Are you? No, it wasn't Dominic. It was just some cameras. Anyway, thanks again. I hope everyone had fun. As much fun as Avocado Shakes, and of course, we always know, hey, you about to talk about me, bros? I always have fun. I have the most fun, bros. I'm gonna have even more fun. It's summertime, guys. I'm gonna be outside, just laying on a surfboard, in a yard. I don't even have water anywhere. It's just cool. I'm fun. Guys, don't get fooled by my glasses. I'm just fun and well educated. All right, cool. Cool, thanks, Ted. Ripley, let's play some end credits. Excellent. End credits coming up. Make end credits go. Now? Now I check my phone for the messages that were sent while the stream was starting, cause people don't know that I take that time to make a little show. Beat drops, then I'm reading. The dark web has no rules. What? I thought I'd be there, but I'm not. I just hear about it from my friend Scott. Paraphrased, there's no Scott. Just reading messages. Press an end button. No stressages. What?